Hello, friends of Sudoku, and welcome to Friday, the 24th of November, 2023, and today's New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. I'm very eager to get this puzzle started. The last couple of days weren't that difficult. Let's see how this Friday is going to turn out. Where do we start? Well, I think we will start with a 1. The 1 blocks across here and down here. So this must be a 1. We now have these two 1s blocking here, and therefore a 1 must go in this square. Can we do more with the 1s? No, I don't think so. See a 6 and a 9 blocking over here. So we need a 6 and a 9 for 2 of these squares. And we got a 4 blocking up and over. So here's a 4. And that makes it absolutely clear that these 2 squares must be a 6 and a 9. And this, therefore, has got to be a 7. We now have a 7 blocking up here and 2 7s blocking across. So a 7 is forced into this position here. Now we have 7s here or here, and therefore here, here, or here later on. 8s block up and over. 8 goes here or here, and therefore here or here. We got 4s here or here because of these 2 4s blocking across, right? We're going to have a 3 here or here. And we're also going to have a 3 either here or here because of these 2 3s blocking. Now what? Well, 4 blocking down and up, 4 and over. 4 goes here or here. 2s. 2s block up and over. We got a 2 here or here blocking down. 2 blocks up, 2 goes here or here. But that still leaves these 3 squares for the 2 in row 6. I think there is an important lesson here for us, and I am specifically thinking about column 3. We only have 2 givens, but we need to look at other things as well. We have a 4, 7, 8 blocking these 3 squares. So we know that a 4, 7, 8 must go in 3 of these 4 squares. Now we have a 4, 7, 8 blocking this square. And that tells us that a 4, 7, 8 for column 3 must go here, here, and here. And of course, the 7 can't go here. So this is restricted now to a 4 or an 8. And this is, of course, an 8 or a 7. And this is a 4, 8, or a 7. What's more important now, though, is that if these are 4, 8, and 7, then these must be a 1, 5, 2, and a 9. So the 9 blocks over here, therefore this can't be a 9. These are in the 4, 7, 8 range, so those can't be 9s. That means that a 9 must go either here, here, or here. The 1 blocks over, so a 1 must go either here, here, or here, just like the 9. About the 5, though, 5 could go in any of these places. So 1, 9, 5, and a 2. 2 blocks here, and none of these can be a 2. Let me give this a little think. About those 2s, this is interesting because we have these 2s blocking here, and these are not 2s. Therefore, this must be a 2. I think we can agree on that. So now we can follow this 2 up here and this 2 across here. So one of these must be a 2 because this 2 blocks over, right? So a 2 blocking over here and a 2 blocking over here and a 2 blocking up here gives us a 2 for row 1, like so. These being 6 and 9, that leaves an 8 and a 1 for these 2 squares. And this 8, of course, forces an 8 to go here and a 1 to go here. So back to the 4, 7, 8 here. I'm still looking for a 1, 9, 5, and a 2 for these squares. 1, 9, so this is a 5 or a 2. This is a 5 or a 9. Hang on, 6 blocks over, up. I'm not really sure. So let me instead look at this row 3. For this row, we still need to find a 2, 5, 4 and an 8, and we have a 2, 4, and an 8 blocking here. So here's a 5. So this is now 2, 4, and an 8. And we do have a 2 and an 8 blocking up here. So here's a 4, and this is now a 2, 8 pair. These, of course, must be 1 and a 3. And these, of course, must be a 5, 6, and a 9. 6. Not really sure. 1, 9 blocking here. No, I'm not getting that yet. So let me instead look at these 3 empty squares. They must be a 5, 9, and a 6 as well. And here we can do something because we have a 6 and a 9 blocking here. Therefore, the 5 goes here. And these 2 squares now must be a 6 and a 9 pair. We can do more with the 5s in the bottom suit. Look at this 5 blocking down and this 5 blocking over. One of these must be a 5 blocking over. This 5 blocks over, this 5 blocks down, so here is a 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 across here now. 6, 7, 8, 9, and I don't seem to be able to do much with that piece of information. So let me instead just enter a 4 here, because this 4 blocks down, this 4 blocks over. We might as well get it over and done with. We now have these 2 4s blocking these 4 squares, and this 4 blocking here. So here's a 4. Now the 7s are restricted to one of these squares here. We also need an 8 and a 3 across here. 8 and a 3. 3 blocks here. So this is not a 7 and it's not a 3, therefore it must be an 8. This is not a 3, therefore it must be a 7, and this must be a 3. And that gives us a 3 up here and a 1 here by normal Sudoku rules. And here we now only need to find a 9 and a 7. That should be easy because the 7 forces a 9 to go here and a 7 here. Here now an 8 and a 6. And I'm afraid that we'll have to wait a little while longer while I look at something easier. 3, 4, 6 here. That's easier, isn't it? Because we have a 3 and a 4 blocking here. So here's a 6, here's a 3 and a 4. This 6 very conveniently blocks across here, giving me a 6 for this square. And now we know that this must be the 8. The 8 blocks up, and this 8 blocks down. This 8 blocks across, so an 8 goes here. These 2 8s block all of these 6 squares, and this 8 blocks these 3 squares, so here's an 8. What do we need here? We need a 7 and a 9. The 9 blocks down, 7 goes here, 9 here. And here we need a 2, a 4 and a 3 if memory serves, and here are 1, 3 and a 6. No go, not yet. 7 here or here, and here or here. So what happened to the 4, 7, 8? We found the 7 and the 4, so we just need the 8 now, and that quite obviously must go here. And that gives us a 2 for this square. And here, of course, 6, 9, and a 5. 6, 9, 5. Give me something, please. 9, 9, 6. Oh well, I'll just have to wait while we enter 4 here, because this 4 blocks down, this 4 blocks up, this 4 blocks over. Here's a 4. We have a 4 blocking up here, therefore a 4 goes here, and we remember the last one is a 3, right? We now have a 3 blocking across and down and up. So a 3 must go here. 2, 6, and 5 here now. 2 and 5 force a 6 to go here. 2 and 5 here. Let's see. 2 blocks across and down and up. Yes, 2 must go either here or here. 2, 5, 6, and 9 here. And a 5 could also go here. So let's do the easy bits first. And one such easy bit is a 7 that absolutely must go here, giving me a 3 for this square. Now, 5 and an 8. For these two, the 8 blocks down. Here's a 5, here is the 8. 5 now can't go here, therefore it must be a 2, and this must be a 5 from memory. We got the 4s and the 8s taken care of. What will be the next? 1, 2, and 9 for these squares. We got the 2 blocking here, we got the 2 blocking here, so here's a 2. We got the 1 blocking here, so here's a 9, and here is the 1. We got a 1 blocking across here, and therefore we have a 1 here. What do we need here? We need a 9, and this 9 forces a 9 to go here. The other number must be a 6. And now I think we got 6s here and here and here and here. And we got 9s here and here, and we got 9s here and here. So let's do the easy one first. This is a 7. And besides the 9 here, we also need to find a 5. And we can do that because the 5 forces the 9 to go here and the 5 goes here. Now this 9 gives me a 6 here and a 9 here. 6 blocks down, here is a 6 and here is a 3. Here a 5 and a 6. The 5 blocks up, 6 goes here, 5 goes here. I think it's safe to say that finding the 4, 8, 7 triple here and knowing that 4, 7, 8 had to go in these 3 squares was probably the most important hint for this puzzle, and it's really a valuable lesson for anyone to remember. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.